Calgary-based firearms manufacturer shuts down, lays off workers following the RCMP decision to prohibit the R9 Mk1 sporting rifle. Sterling Arms International president says they have around 100 of the now banned guns that they can't sell, and hundreds more that have been banned over the past 5 years. So these guys are based in Calgary, Sterling Arms. The R9 Mk1 looks super cool, but it's just a regular old rifle, and it was previously unrestricted, which means that the government has no clue how many of these are out there. And they, up until quite literally last week, didn't have a problem with it, or didn't think that it needed even an extra level of licensing, meaning that it would be a restricted firearm, the way handguns used to be, the way AR-15s used to be. This was just something that you could own, like your shotgun or your SKS. And then one day, some authoritarian weaponized nerd in the RCMP firearms bureaucracy, faceless dork who will never be held accountable for what he's doing, woke up and said, you know what? We're moving this directly from unrestricted to prohib, meaning people went to bed with their guns safely locked in their gun safe, the way responsible firearms owners should do, woke up, and thanks to the stroke of a pen of some weaponized geek, they're criminals now because they own a prohibited firearm. And they nuked this guy's business. They nuked the jobs of the people he employed, and they did it without proof. They can't even say, look, we've got a gajillion amount of killings or shootings. These things are being trafficked by the gangs, as if the gang trafficking would be on the feet of responsible firearms owners. But, you know, that's usually the argument they try to make. But they didn't even try to, they're just like, you know what? Looks sweet. Let's ban it. And this doesn't have to have any proof. Nobody is called to the bar to make any sort of arguments on behalf of it. If it backfires, as it has here, nobody's held responsible. Nobody's fired. Nobody's accountable to Parliament. Nothing. These people are making rules and turning you into a criminal, and you don't even know who they are to hold them to account. It is the worst thing that has that the RCMP firearms office has this power. If, God willing, the Conservatives ever get elected, they need to strip this power from the RCMP, and these prohibitions need to be made by politicians, because you can vote out politicians and you'll never know this nerd's name.
No, well said, Sheila. The only thing I can add is this. Where's Elbows Up? Last I looked, Sterling Arms, based business in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's a Canadian company, creating Canadian jobs, creating Canadian wealth. Or I guess if you're in the firearms business, you don't count. No elbows up for you, I guess. This is sickening. It's a disgrace. And, you know, again, it's clear, Sheila, that the Carney Liberals are picking off where the, Trudeau Liberals left off, and are going on a jihad against legal, law-abiding gun owners who like to target shoot and hunt. And meanwhile, on the flip side, you've got gangbangers accused even of attempted murder, if you can believe it, getting bail, getting out on parole. If anyone can connect the dots in terms of the logical process involved here, well, there's a steak dinner in it for you, because I've got nothing.
Yeah, I think it was, I forget who it is. Guys in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Wolverine? Wolverine made an AR-15, and when the government prohibited it without any proof, there's some geek again putting it on the Order in Council, they basically nuked their entire business. And they didn't care, because this, I mean, we're gonna go all in, elbows up for the foreign-owned electric vehicle manufacturers, while sacrificing canola farmers on that altar. We're going to go all in for steel. We're going to go all in for these companies. But these small, family-run firearms manufacturers, largely out here in Alberta, they're being destroyed.
Yep.
And nobody seems to care. Well, the firearms community cares.
Well, and we care, like, Sheila.
But the powers that be, the powers who are doing this stuff, they don't care. They only care about, it feels like, unionized jobs in the East, and they don't care about our jobs.
And Sheila, if I can just say this, I find when I meet people in the firearms community, these are the greatest people. They are salt of the earth. They're wonderful Canadians. They're not criminals, despite the vilification and demonization of their hobby. And it's a shame what's happening. And, hopefully it can be reversed when there is regime change. But my goodness, there's so much to reverse, isn't there?